What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout, and as always, I got my podcast partner off in here, Mr. YNT, the original hot boy himself. Turk, what up, though?
Wow, what's happening, man? Coolin'.
Hey, man, you know, Diddy to the family. After these charges, man, Diddy said, I'm coming home.
I'm coming home. You dig? Not guilty. Y'all got to feel me.
Ooh, you know, they're saying that according to TMZ, after not guilty verdicts for racketeering and sex trafficking were read in court, Diddy turned around in his seat and nodded to his family and told him he would see them soon.
You dig?
Diddy's mom, Janice Cohn, was seated behind him in the gallery along with his 3 daughters, his sons, Christian, Justin, Quincy, plus Dana Tran, and the mother of his youngest child and a bunch of extended family members. When the jury note about reaching a verdict came back, you know, it didn't seem like Diddy's legal team was too happy and prosecutors were smiling, but things quickly shifted. Now, they're saying that Diddy was brought out of the holding cell, smiling to his family, and he buried his head in a book as the jury came out. Now, this is what was going on. There was a big sigh of relief from Diddy's camp when there was a not guilty after count 1, the RICO charge. The gallery yelped, "Oh!" when Diddy was acquitted on the sex trafficking charge for Cassie, count 2. Diddy started rubbing his eyes and he put his face in his hands. There was no movement when Diddy was found guilty on count 3, transportation for the purpose of prostitution relating to Cassie. Diddy fist pumped from his seat when he was acquitted of count 4, sex trafficking Jane. After all of the charges were read guilty on count 5, transportation for the purpose of prostitution of Jane, Justin Combs bowed his head in disbelief. Diddy clasped his hands in prayer and mouthed, "Thank you" to the jury, though jurors did not have a reaction. And Diddy vigorously shook his head no when the judge said he assumed Diddy did not want to go back to the Brooklyn jail he's been locked up in since September. And he again put his hands together in prayer. And long story short, man, the emotions poured out from Diddy's defense team too. They hugged each other, and Diddy hugged Tony Garagos and his other attorneys. Tina was crying tears of joy. Mark Agnifilo.
Brian Steele.
Exactly. Brian Steele was in there
the
too.
man of motherfucking Steele, man.
Exactly.
I'm talking about 2 RICOs back to back, man.
Yeah.
Man, hey, man. Brian is all right with me, man. You know, he got Young Thug out that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, played a part in getting Diddy out that RICO situation, which could have got him life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, it seemed like the charges that were meant for the mafia is taking down the black mafia people, which is us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't agree with it. You feel me? Like how they using that RICO lightly like that, bro. Because, bro, come on now. Ain't no black man committing no damn RICO charges like that, bro. And for them to set it up like we are, you know what I'm saying, it's who next? You know what I'm saying? And you go to looking around and you go to kind of like guessing who gonna be next. You feel me?
Yeah.
The one who making the most noise, who most powerful black man. You know what I'm saying? That's all you could think about, bro. And I just think that, you know, it sends a you know, sign of relief that, you know what I'm saying, you can be found not guilty when you're charged with it, but just going through the process of it, you know, got to be a headache, got to be a heartache, you know what I'm saying? And I know from experience, bro, like, Diddy was in fear for his life, bro, when they say you are facing life, you know, but he read this book, The Power of Positive Thinking, and another book about happiness, you know what I'm saying? And they say prior to Diddy going get locked up, he had a relationship with God where he changed his life. When I heard that, I kind of like had a sign of relief, because I know when God step in, bro, you change your ways, even if you was doing things that, you know, to you were wrong, you done repented. And we all are human beings. No matter how much a motherfucker might want to find you guilty and say you this, that, bro, you can't judge nobody if you just as worse, you know what I'm saying? So I'm one of the ones who was always optimistic about it, bro. I never felt like this man was gonna get found guilty or was guilty of the shit that he was charged with. And I'm glad that he's, you know, exonerated, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that he'll get a bond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't give him a bond and he been locked up for 10 months. So hopefully he get a bond. Sentencing hearing gonna be in probably like 2 months, 3 months or whatever. He could be, you know, getting this shit together. They ain't gonna take his money, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And if he do get found guilty and get time, I believe he qualified for a camp because he, in the feds, they go by perks.
Yeah.
They go by your criminal history, and he don't have a history.
Yeah.
So he don't have a history. I know a lot of people saying, well, he's still facing 20 years. He's still facing 15 years. Those are the haters. Like, I saw a news broadcaster, and if I knew his name, I said it, but I don't remember. But he's a black guy.
Yeah.
He was saying that Diddy shouldn't be out. He shouldn't be out on no bond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he say that, I'm like, man, look at this man here, man. I wish I knew your name. But he's a heavy-set black guy on one of these news stations. I just don't know. If I knew your name, I'd say it. Because I ain't scared to say your name. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to tear us down, bro. You feel me? When you don't know what's going on. Y'all using y'all platforms to just do what people want y'all to do. Tear us down with no facts because you and your feelings.
Do you believe that, you know, the culture, the party culture in the industry is going to change behind this? Because even though, you know, he's not guilty of the RICO, they still kind of caught him on the transportation of prostitution. So do you think that that's going to change the party culture inside the industry moving forward? Because that's still just folks flying out prostitutes.
Nah, I just think everybody guilty of that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think now that he's been
I don't think it's going
guilty,
to change. Niggas still going to fly females in, females going to fly dudes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that should be a charge, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I think it should be amended, you know, to try to use that to say if I fly a person in and we have sex, you know, like this ain't my intent, but this just happened. You feel me? Who is you to say that you knew you was going to have sex just because we had sex when you flew in? You feel me? In the heat of passion, anything liable to happen, bro. And I just think it need to be stipulated to the point where, you know, need to be amended to where, you know what I'm saying, this is what it mean, and not just anybody that's doing that, because everybody in the world have flew their significant other in and did whatever they wanted to do, man. I feel like that's bedroom policing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could do whatever they want in their bed. You got OnlyFans right now, motherfucker making millions of dollars. They ain't getting charged. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me OnlyFans, whoever run the OnlyFans app, can have people on there doing live sexual acts?
Well, what about the subscribers? What about all the subscribers that
is
they
that
paying
prostitution?
for it?
You feel me? Or is it prostitution for people that y'all trying to defamate character of? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, people got to stop using the Constitution, you know what I'm saying, to defamate people's character, bro. And then I heard they dropped somebody that filed a lawsuit, a man, I don't know who he was, but it came across the timeline that a man dropped his lawsuit against Diddy before he got found not guilty. So how many other people gonna drop their lawsuits who were lying on him, thinking that he was gonna get found guilty? They had an easiest walk in the park to get some bread, like Cassidy got. Cassidy, I only call her Cassidy. No pun intended to my dog Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? But I keep saying Cassidy for some reason. But Cassidy, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people are going to say, you know what? I ain't about to play with Diddy. He beat the feds.
So now, Diddy, you know, coming home, how do you think this is going to impact the culture, man? And I mean, what do you have to say about the people that might have been at all of the parties that didn't support him during his time?
They wiping their motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? They wiping their head. But what I don't respect is all of the people who was against Diddy, who was saying he was guilty, and knowing they just as guilty of the same shit that he was doing, you know what I'm saying? But you have so much motherfuckers that be slick hating and be envious and jealous. They really be wanting your spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people be mad because Diddy took they bitches, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and could take they bitch, you know what I'm talking about? So when you have a man of that stature, bruh, you have other men in their feelings, and they will rather you be down than to be up. And up in they bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm happy for Diddy and his family, for them boys and them girls, man, that need they daddy, bro. You know what I'm saying? They need they daddy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see Diddy, man, continue on being the great man that he is, bro. You know, controlling the narrative of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, setting trends like he been doing, and come out here and party, man, and you know, make sure you invite your boy to the party, you know what I'm saying. I'm coming with my wife, Diddy. I'm just being real, man, because I love a Diddy party. Like I've been telling y'all even before the verdict, you know, I went to Diddy parties, you feel me. I never seen none of that what people were talking about, you know what I'm saying. But for some reason, what happened to all the kids? What happened to all the things that they was, you know, fabricating and saying it is? All that just disappear now? You know what I'm saying? Nobody get held accountable for that? It just fucked up how people can try to ruin people's reputation, but I think they just made him more rich.
So, coming back, you say they done made him more rich?
Yeah.
How do you think that, you know, the industry will embrace him on the way back? Do you think that folks are going to try to, you know, pull a... stay away from me?
No, they gonna have a lot of motherfuckers saying, I knew you was innocent, man, but you know, I just had to play my role, play my part, man, and people was on me, man, You know what I'm saying? And they gonna be those ones who really gonna be slick hating on the back end, but still can't do nothing about it, because Diddy is one of the mans who gonna be known he beat the Fed. I just saw 50, you know what I'm saying? You know how 50 was the #1 troll. You feel me? He just posted a smiley face, which I don't think he was smiling, you know what I'm saying? But he say, man, Diddy beat the Feds, and he still called the man a homo. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if 50 did that because his girl was the Jane Doe, allegedly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But 50 being who he is, man, you know, you gotta love 50 no matter how he come, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think 50 is really happy that Diddy beat the Feds. I'm just gonna be real about it, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with you, 50, but facts is facts.
Time. Do you think how much time do you think they gonna just say, hey, time served? What do you think they at with that?
You know, it's a lot of people job at stake, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it all goes to criminal history. I could see Diddy, if he do get any time, he gonna be at a camp, and he gonna be on his Martha Stewart shit. He gonna come home in about a year. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you feel me? But he liable to not get no time, bro. And hopefully, man, our great president, they gonna be mad I said that, you know what I'm saying, will go ahead on and say, you know what, man, do away with that, you know what I'm saying. I fuck with Trump. People be mad about him, but you know what I'm saying, I see some good in him, and I look at the good and not the bad, you feel me? And I don't care how y'all feel about it, because how y'all feel ain't how I fact. You know, I'm my own man, and I take care of me and mine, you know what I'm saying? And I think once y'all learn that, y'all won't be pointing the finger at people and blaming people for what y'all going through.
OKC in Memphis.
Believe that.
What's happening?
We there, man. You dig? On the 22nd and the 28th. 22nd, we gonna be in OKC. You know what I'm saying? On Louisiana Fest. All of us gonna be on the road, you feel me, on the show. Y'all make sure y'all go get them tickets, because they selling fast. On the 28th, we come into Memphis. Y'all know that they was rescheduled. You know what I'm saying? And we still on the 30th anniversary Cash Money tour. Y'all don't know about that. Go get it. Go get them tickets. They selling out fast. I got When I Come Out single dropping on July 5th. The video dropping July 8th. And Joseph album July 27th, man. So it's a busy weekend. And shout out to my dog Trey the Truth, man. You dig? Trey Day.
We gonna get some music from Diddy when he comes home.
Say, listen, man. I think Diddy got music already in the cut. He was working on them love projects, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, people might say, man, you just trying to get a feature with Diddy. Show him the fuck is. Say, Diddy. Matter of fact, this will be my second feature with Diddy. Y'all do y'all research. Diddy, holla at your boy, man. Let's do something. Let's get it.